Hey folks, I'm Jim Hansen, and today the elephant in the room is that giant new tax our government just delivered for all Americans. Now here's a cool thing. Everybody likes to complain that the government never gets anything done. Well, they got something accomplished this time, that's for sure. They invented a completely new way to levy taxes on the American people. One not even contemplated by those lazy old guys in the powdered wigs, the founders. That's right. They found out that it doesn't have to be Congress, doesn't even have to be the House of Representatives in particular. The Supreme Court can now go ahead and tax the American people, thanks to DC's latest congressman, freshly minted John the Taxman Roberts. So how did this unprecedented expansion of government power come about? Well, let me take you back to those halcyon days of yesteryear, when Obama was still the Messiah, the House Harridan Nancy Pelosi, and that thin-lipped milquetoast Harry Reid were still running Congress. They all got their puny little brains together and decided that everybody had to have health care, and the way to do that? Mandate that you had to buy health insurance. And they claimed up and down and round that this was not a tax. Not a tax, not a tax. Ask them, they'll tell you.
For us to say that you've got to take a responsibility to get health insurance is absolutely not a tax increase.
It is a tax. John Roberts, DC's newest congressman, went ahead and proved that by somehow determining that even though everyone in Congress who passed the bill said it wasn't a tax, it actually was a tax. So for those of you following along at home, the Supreme Court is now Congress. Congress is still the parliament of whores, and Barack Obama is not going to raise anybody making under $250,000 taxes. Except when the Supreme Court, which is Congress, says he just did. You know what the nice thing is though, folks? We have these wonderful things that haven't been banned yet called elections, and we got one coming up. And we're going to have Mitt Helmet Hair Romney running against Barack Obama. Now here's one thing we can hope. Maybe he will pick another guy with a great set of political hair, Paul Reagan's Pompadour Ryan, to be his running mate. Because Paul Ryan's got some pretty good ideas what we can do about this mess.
We disagree with the notion that our rights come from government, that the government can now grant us and define our rights. Those are ours. Those come from nature and God, according to the Declaration of Independence, a huge difference in philosophy. And so what we're saying is there are principles and reforms that we could have passed into law, which we still want to, that address these legitimate problems without putting the government in such a central role in our lives and in our economy.
So there you have it, folks. If you're not a statist, if you believe that the liberties in the Constitution, in the Declaration of Independence, still mean something, if you've been taxed enough already, get out and vote. Early and often. It's the Chicago way.